While we bask in the splendors of Barbados, there was rain and mayhem in Guyana. What a pity, because the ICC World 2020 moved to Guyana. It was a great opportunity for the people in Georgetown, Guyana, to see some great cricket, for Guyana to establish itself as a premier destination. But every time you go to Guyana, it rains. And two things have happened as a result of the rain. One, I'm afraid, Zimbabwe on a path to nowhere. They've been the biggest disappointment of this World Cup. I actually believed that Zimbabwe might be able to carry some of their form from the warm-up games, where they beat some really fancy teams. I mean, they beat Australia. Chigumbura got 75 from 35 balls, and all of us said, wow, Zimbabwe after all. And we thought they'd carry that form over into this game. Now, what they got? 2 rain-affected games. Now, in both games, I thought their strategy was poor. Well, the first game, certainly. They had to make 43 against Sri Lanka to actually win the game. One of the anomalies of the Duckworth-Lewis system, which I'm going to tell you a little bit about. Instead, they played safe. How can you play safe and win a game? I just wonder, and I could be completely wrong here, and apologies to fans from Zimbabwe if that is indeed the case, but I just wonder if they thought that losing wickets would extend the target, but that's not the case with Duckworth-Lewis. Once the game starts and the target is established, it doesn't matter if you lose wickets. So maybe they thought they had to do that, and they thought, oh, maybe it'll rain and we don't know what to do. But the fact is that they lost a great opportunity to push Sri Lanka out. Then up against New Zealand, 84 all out. I'm afraid it's just not on in a 20-over game. And a lot of us who like to see strong Zimbabwe cricket were very, very disappointed indeed. Eventually, with the Duckworth-Lewis, it became almost too easy for Zimbabwe. Now, the Duckworth-Lewis doesn't work. It doesn't seem to work as well in 20-over games as it does in 50-over games. And one of the reasons is that I believe it's the same curves, it's the same graphs used in 50-over games that are being used in 20-over games. And towards the end there, the wickets start to get irrelevant. When you count your resources, you must look at wickets and you must look at overs. And here it's just turning out to be overs, and the wickets are turning out to be irrelevant, and so teams can lose wickets. So, disappointed with Zimbabwe, disappointed with Guyana, I'm afraid, and very, very disappointed with Duckworth-Lewis. So, very well, Zimbabwe go through. We get into the Super 8s now, effectively after a day in Barbados. We get into the Super 8s, and I'm sure the organizers must be overjoyed that all the top teams are here. I mean, can you remember the last time they played here? The World Cup of 2007. No India, no Pakistan, there was Bangladesh, there was Ireland, there was all kinds of things happening. The tournament just went on and on forever. Now it does look like the best 8 teams will be there.